Now let's take a look at what's known as the color replacement tool, and it does exactly what it says it does. It replaces the color along with luminosity, along with hue, and along with some other things. So let's take a look. It's located right here in the brush tool drop-down list. It's located third down. We'll go ahead and choose it, and then you'll notice immediately that there's a crosshatch in the middle of the tooltip, and we're going to go ahead and reduce the size of that for this demonstration by hitting the left bracket key, and then we're going to zoom in on Kaylee just a little bit because we want to change the color of her top. Let's say we want this to go to red. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the color palette right here, the foreground color palette, and we're going to change this over to red. Let's push it all the way to the top. Now we're going to keep the crosshatch. Now the functionality of this tool is something we're going to demonstrate right now rather than the result. We're not going to focus on the result. Let's just look at how it works. So we put the crosshatch inside the area of the shirt, and look what happens. Now you'll notice it doesn't matter where the circle goes, it matters only where the crosshatch goes. And I've probably got the tolerance set just a little bit too low because it's not filling in. I got the seam right here I don't seem to be able to get rid of. So let's start again. And the one thing I do want to point out to you that using this tool is hand in glove with this tolerance setting. Every image is going to have this tolerance setting adjusted as you just saw because the tolerance that was set for this image was not correct. So let's go ahead and increase that. Now the higher the tolerance, the more loosely the tool interprets where the color should go. Okay, let's put it this is 77 and watch what happens. I mean, it puts the color anywhere. Just, there's no discrimination whatsoever. So the tolerance is very, very high about where that color is going to go. The best place for this image is going to be somewhere in the 20s. Let's go ahead and put it at 25% and do it again. Now we're getting a much more even disposition of color. We can get rid of this seam right here. All right, why are we dealing with this seam? There it goes. All right, let's go ahead and start again, and I want to do it this way instead so I can get rid of that seam. There you go. I've still got it right down here, so just keep practicing with it so you can see how it works. The color has only been put in those areas of this image where there was green and where the crosshatch touched the green. Now we've got a little bit of weirdness going on down here, and this is a lace border. Take a look at her top here. This is a lace border up here and also at the top, and so some of the color is bleeding through the open areas of the lace, and it's creating a little bit of discontiguous color. The other problem we have with this area down here is that there is some blue color that's shining through the open areas of the lace, and so whenever the crosshatch detects that area of blue, it's putting the red on where the blue is, and that's something else that you have to kind of be careful about. Go ahead and click on that. And notice here that it puts some red on the hair. So all of this is, it's not a perfect tool. It probably needs a little bit more development from the developers at Adobe, but okay, so that one, those seams just don't seem to want to go away. So I'm going to increase this up to about 38. And this is the process you're going to have to go through every time you use this tool. Every single time. 38's too high, so let's come down to, let's say 30, 29, and we're just going to have to live with the way that this is. And you're going to have to play with it as well, because the only way to get rid of some of these imperfections is just to go over them over and over again. And so there you have it. What used to be a green top is now a red top.